I'm now at the farm where my parents live, and this is basically how we live over here. You see me making videos from Europe, from other places, but in reality this is how we live. This is how my parents live whenever I come to visit them. This is like a barn for them, and they spend the rest of their life working here, and this is where everything starts financially. They are working over here to get money to support us to go to school, me and my 3 other siblings. And this is basically everything they have, and they never, for the rest of their life, they have never left the village. This is like machine to mill the rice, and we have over here for the pig, for chickens, and also for ducks and swans, if you will. But I think they only raise chicken and ducks. This is where they put the cows at night, because my parents do not sleep here. Just recently that they decided not to sleep here because it's quite dangerous. It's far away from people. So they would come here during the day to feed the pigs, the livestock in general, cow, pigs, chickens, dogs. I have a dog that now he lives with my parents. And over here in front of me, you might not be able to see it because a lot of this swamp. Over there, there's a rice field. This is basically the field that supports us, the family. We never sell the rice, and the people here never sell the rice. They just plant the rice to support the family, to eat for the rest of the year. While they also cultivate other crops like cassava, soybean, cashew trees to sell to the market. I'm walking here towards the rice field. This year they decide not to cultivate a big farm because none of us is home except for my parents. Here, this is September, and in December, start from November, by the end of November, this will be ready for harvesting. And let's see how much we can have in about 3 months from now. And this is basically not just my parents. This is basically how people here live, how we, the indigenous communities here, live. Like I myself, I expose myself to the outside world. I see things in a different angle, and the people here, they live in this situation and they see the world in this angle. Well, now that there are young people, young families they think more about education, and they start to send their kids to school to have a better future. Lucky enough for me that my parents thought outside the box when they were young, because they did not want to raise us to be like them. Illiteracy is a very strong word. My parents are not able to read and write. My mom does not even know how to read, and my mom does not even know how to speak proper Khmer. Except for my dad. He is able to speak Khmer fluently. It's the language that we speak here in Cambodia. We call Khmer. And he is able to speak Lao, because the province is close to Laos, and when he was young he traveled there and worked there for quite some time. This is based on what I know from him. Anyway, let's talk about education. Had my parents not sent me to school, or us, my other siblings, I wouldn't be able to stand here making video to you guys, explaining how we live here, the perspective, the point of views, and the life condition here. Yes, this thing does exist here. Back in my generation, my parents did not know why they sent us to school. The only thing that they knew was to let us know how to read and write, and maybe take a simple job like being a mechanic in the village. And one of the most popular jobs here are teachers, nurse. This is based on what I've heard from my parents that they wanted us to be when we grew up. Take a look at this farm. This farm is done by just 2 people with one mini tractor, as you could see I just showed you a moment ago. And they work day and night. They do not have weekend. They do not have holiday. They do this for the sake of getting income to support us, me, my other siblings, to go to school. And life is pretty tough for them, and it used to be tougher than this. Lucky enough that we are now graduated and we all finish at least high school, and my sister is now on her last year of high school here in the town, and she will probably move somewhere else if she gets a scholarship, or let's see if I am able to support her to go to school, because I think my parents are not able to support her right now. So it is quite tough. And the problem that a lot of people, a lot of students decided to give up on education, especially during the secondary level of education, like before high school, you call it here. You have primary school, secondary school, and high school. A lot of my classmates and peers and fellow students from the village and a lot of other villages decided to quit school for some reason, especially the financial situation. They need to come back to the village, and most likely they will get married to help the parents and have a family, and then they start working on the farm. Even though a lot of them get married young, like 16, 17 years old, and they already get married. And a lot of friends of mine the same age right now, and other villagers who are younger than me now, they have like 3 kids, 2 kids already. That is one of the reasons that they give up on education. Believe it or not, from the whole village, in my village, there are just about 7 people who were able to finish university, and most of them come back to the village to become teachers and giving back to the community. And a lot of us who are not able to finish high school or not able to go to university, they end up working in the province, and also they migrate to other provinces, and also to Phnom Penh for a garment factory and stuff like that.